Hi everybody, thank you for tuning into another video. Today we are going to be unboxing a Brother labeling machine. Now this is not the sort of Dymo style homely labeling machine. This is more of an industrial labeling machine. You can tell that by the colour to start off with. It's got a very industrial sort of look to it, orange, black type finish. Definitely looks like a tool more than a labeling machine, but it's a labeling tool in this case. The model number here is the P-Touch E300VP. Now this thing prints labels also with symbols, barcodes and all that sort of stuff, so maybe useful. I don't know what I'm going to use it for other than sticking some labels on some equipment, I suppose, but let's go ahead and open it up and see what it's all about. While I open it, I'll mention one thing about this one that was particularly interesting was that it's rechargeable. So there are a few rechargeable labelers on the market. There is particularly a Dymo model as well available, which has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. I will be getting one of those as well, so as soon as I get that I'll be comparing to this one. But this definitely is more of a tool, so I don't think this is going to be a small homely sort of desktop device that sits on your desk. It's more of a large sized labeling machine. As you can see it there, right there, first thing you see when you get in. It's a very large machine, larger than I expected it to be, I suppose. Something you'd find useful on a construction site. So as you can see there, me holding it in my hand there, that is not small. It's taking up my whole grip there, as you can see. It's got a clear window there at the back. I guess that allows you to see how much of the actual tape is left. This mechanism here, this is going to be to cut the label once you finish printing. You've got your nice large screen there, which is good, and a nice soft touch rubberized keypad. It's a QWERTY layout, which is good, so a familiar keyboard layout rather than just the sort of A, B, C, D, E sort of layout. So you've got a standard keyboard layout, cursor keys, and some options here to I guess select what type of label, so just standard text or barcodes and all sorts of stuff there. So different types of labels, formats there. I don't know if it's customizable or not. Power key, so the battery is not in there probably. It's going to be on the side somewhere. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And let's go ahead and see if we can crack this open. Firstly, without reading any instructions, as usual. As you can see in my video, that can't be bothered to read instructions. We'll just try and figure it out. What have we got here? So that's the cover off. So the cover came off just by sort of pushing in this release here and then pulling back. Now, as you can see, it does look like it can run on batteries. If you were putting batteries in here, you would be putting 6 AA batteries in there. That's a lot of juice, right? You can see there as well, probably if it's clear, and I don't know, 6 AA batteries, if that's what you're going to go for. But thankfully, unit comes with a rechargeable battery pack, and that is not it. That's the tape, so we'll look at that in a minute. Let's try and find the battery pack. So that's the charger, and I do know where the battery pack is. Let's just take this out. So there's the charger, standard DC jack on there. And then the battery itself is here. Now, interesting for the battery compartment, dual battery compartment, I suppose, that can run on a rechargeable battery as well as the standard alkaline batteries, is 2 different, I guess, connection options. So you've got the connections, the connectors for the rechargeable battery pack there, and this goes in sideways, something like that. And then obviously if you're putting in the standard batteries, they'd be going that way. So that's interesting, isn't it? So I'm hoping that's got a bit of charge so we can have a quick play with it. Let's quickly go ahead and look at what else is in the box. You've got some paperwork. You've got a wrist strap there as well. Probably not going to use that, so I'm not going to bother pulling anything out of here. Let's just have a quick look at what else we've got, just so you know what you get in the box. Some instructions, no doubt, quick labeling guide, just to talk through probably how to get started, function keys, what we've got there, function keys, general sort of usage. We may have to refer to this during the process of recording this video, just so I know what I'm doing. But if we are just going to mess around with it, so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing with it. I want to label some. I've got quite a few cables behind the TV and under my desk that I need to stick some labels on. A lot of which are network cables. So one of the primary uses for this is going to be cable labels. Might label a few jam jars while I'm at it. Who knows? What is in here now? We have some sort of a measuring tool that they've made. Let me hold it the right way up. Thank you, brother. So what is that? It's got 4 down ports on it. I guess it's kind of showing you the size of labels. So it says measurement from the left side. I'm trying to read these words on the camera. First part to left side of part 4. So it's telling you roughly how long your labels might need to be to roll them across a network cable or something, I guess. I don't know. Interesting. But there we go. Or it's just telling you. Mind you, actually, sorry, that's complete waffle. It's telling you for your switches, when you're labeling your switch ports, roughly how wide your labels need to be. So that's a measuring tool to measure the distance between your ports, so that you can effectively create one long label, and your labels, the numbers will effectively be on top of each port, so they're going to be aligned to the port. So that's what it's for. It's to align your labels. Interesting. Might have to use that, because I have no idea what cable is what on my switches, and I've got a few of them. The tape itself, the one that comes in the box, is a yellow coloured tape, good enough for industrial use, I suppose. If you're using it for other functions, you might want to buy some other colours, maybe a white label, or I don't know what other colour options there are. Let's see if I can get this thing open without having to go and grab a knife. So there we go. So there's the label. This thing prints using thermal technology. It's not using ink, I believe. It's definitely using some sort of thermal tech. So I'm going to go ahead and try and slide this in. I believe it's just going to go in like that. And I don't have to do anything more to it other than clip it in. And I think we're ready to print some labels. So let's have some fun. Let's close this up. There we go. You can see they've got a label on the back. I wonder if they printed that on a device like this, maybe. I don't know how wide the labels can get. I guess they can't get any wider than that. That's roughly 20 mil there, I guess, or a bit more. It can't get more than that because it's not going to be able to come out, is it? Let's go ahead and turn it on. It's got charge. Brilliant. So as you can see, I think it's in your first sort of mode there. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Cable length, orientation. Let's leave that as auto. And let's try and type something. So hello brother. So standard keyboard. How do we put symbols in here? Because this thing can print symbols, so there must be some key that allows me to find symbols somewhere. Again, I'm not going to start digging around in the instructions manual just for the purpose of this video, but just to mess with this button here is probably going to print the label, so I don't want to print that right now. You can save labels, which is nice because you might need to repeat stuff sometimes, so that's definitely useful to see. Probably the sorts of stuff that you don't see on the dymos, or probably not on the cheaper dymos anyway. I don't want to print anything, I just want to cancel, so I'm guessing that's going to cancel. No, escape. There we go. Let's press some other buttons to see if we can find some other stuff. Barcodes. What can I do here? Barcodes. So you can choose some parameters for your barcode, what barcode protocol it is. That's nice. The width of the barcode, small, large. What else have we got here? Let's escape from there. So this is creating, I guess, a label series that will create sets of labels that you can effectively snip up and stick them onto your stuff. There must be an easy way of pulling up some symbols here. I'm sure there is, I'm just not finding it. I'm trying to press some keys just to see what happens. Let's mess around on this thing here. See if I can find it. If not, not a problem. I'll end the video, but hopefully it's given you an idea. I'm going to print something before I end this video. Absolutely, I'm going to print something. Let's also have a quick look at where the headphone jack is. Just quickly, headphone jack, the charging jack. So the DC charging jack is there. It's using a DC 12 volt input, which is the charger that's provided. Weight of the device, it's not the lightest, I must admit. It's definitely a bit heavy. When it says P-Touch, it's definitely not a touch screen, so the touch in the name has nothing to do with the touch screen at all. I think what we should do though is go ahead and try and print something, because I definitely cannot find for the life of me how to put in a symbol, and I'm probably going to have to read the instruction manual, which I can't be bothered to do right now. It's not obvious what I need to do here, is it? I know I can press that button to print. I'm just having a little fiddle with some of the controls. Maybe I'm on the wrong label type to print pictures, who knows? So at the top, I need to get to that LGO. That's what I need to do. Right, so you can change fonts here, as you can see. Nice. So that's to change fonts. I also want to... Right, here we go. We're getting to some good stuff here now. So let's put in a logo. What should we put in? Oh no, we've got aerials, we've got little hi-fi system, headphones, microphone, speakers, a black box, some audio visual symbols there. You've got different categories here of symbols, I suppose. Miscellaneous, punctuation, datacom, audio visual, electrical. That's definitely going to be useful, isn't it? Let's go ahead and look at electrical. See what I can print out from here. Oh, look. So let's print one of these. Let's print the power symbol. What do you reckon? Okay. Oh, let's put it in there. Definitely didn't want it there. So I'm going to go and delete that. I'm going to go all the way to the end. See if I can get in a symbol. And if not, then we know where we are, right? We know where we are, right? I'm going to put something in here now. I'm going to put in just that right there. There we go. Let's press print. So we can see the label is come out. It says I should cut the tape. And that was getting rid of the first part of the tape. Now you can see it's printing out a very big label there. Let's cut that. Let's have a look. And there it is. Hello, brother. So, first label printed. I'll stick that on the case, I suppose. And I hope this gives you an idea of what this machine is capable of. A very, very quick look at this. Again, the window at the back. You can see what tape's in there without having to open it up. You can see how much tape is left in the reel as well. It's just there, you can see that there. So useful to have that there, I suppose, if you've got a few different types of tape and you need to understand which one is in there. You don't need to keep opening it up. And there you go. So this tape isn't the thickest one. This is an 18mm tape. It tells you there, 18mm. I'm guessing you can get to about 22mm by the look of it. That's a guess, but there we go. So thanks for watching, everybody. Brother E300 labeler, industrial labeler. If you need it and you're wondering what it's like, hopefully this video has answered some questions for you. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I will try to answer everything I can. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, and you'll be notified of up and coming videos. Thanks for watching, take care, and all the best.